I'm Christá. I promise to keep it authentic, keep it real. This is gonna be really good for me and for you. But a couple things to remember. When I say we, I do mean we, as we are having a conversation. It is more so me reminding myself of these things and me feeling the need to share. Because in my mind, it's 8 billion of us and counting. I'm thinking I can't be the only one thinking and feeling and going through whatever it is I'm going through. So that's really the reason, or one of the reasons, should I say, for me pushing record. That's it. That's for this channel. After episode 3, you may be invested, you may not. Hey, no harm, no foul. Now, why did I make the long journey around just to say that episode 1? I was meditating today. I have these mantras that I say to myself every day. I had fallen off on them for about a couple months because these mantras, they take about a good 4 to 5 minutes. And don't let something in my life currently be going on and I'm like, oh, that's why. That's because this mantra is at work. Because it'll be from 5 to good old 10 minutes. And I'm like, ooh, child, can't we? So in my meditation today, doing my mantra, and part of it I was journaling, and I felt like I missed the mark somewhere. That's my question. Do you ever feel like you missed the mark? So I feel that there was a couple times in my life. There was an opportunity I could have taken. It was with me and another person, and this other person, they just had this gift. It was phenomenal. It was just effortless. You ever met anybody like that? They just have gifts, whether it's modeling, whether it's acting, whether it's music. Oh my God. There's the people, they can pick up an instrument and just know how to play. I'm like, I don't know even why, but I felt as though that I could have cultivated this gift. I just do. Even still to this day, I think about me being able to just need to be done, to be very honest. I just do. Whether it was, I can see myself not knowing, honestly, never have been in that position, never been a manager, never been in business, never anything. But I just imagine in my mind that I was the person to work with her and we could have gone far. That's just, it's like breathing for me. This is my conviction that I hold even to this day. I would just figured it out, and I feel like that would have just came natural to me. I feel as though that was a part of my purpose, and I didn't. The reason why I didn't is because, I don't know how much time we got. It's because I lacked confidence. I didn't have any confidence in myself. I missed all the other things. I feared that somebody better would have came along and just did the job better, and that would have been it, and I would have been jaded and been out stuck like, wait, what? I'm serious. I allowed that fear to plague my mind and to stop me from moving forward. So that haunts me. That really, really haunts me to this day. Things would have looked a lot different, not just for my life. Like the amount of belief that I had for this girl in just her God-given gift, I truly, even to this day, I feel like it would have affected the world. It just would have. I just believe it. I just really, really believe it. I'm just telling you who she is as a person. She was phenomenal, and she was bold, and she was just daring, and she was just what was needed in that specific field at that time, and even now. And anyway, so that holds a whole conviction for me. I feel my second time that I just missed my mark was several years ago, almost 10 years ago now. I had the decision. I was contemplating about making a decision to move to LA. It was like it was a fork in the road. I could have chosen the route that I chose, which was to stay in Texas, or I could have came to LA and found Kris Jenner and been her assistant and learned everything I could have possibly got my hands on to learn in the business industry, right? Not to be on the show, dear Lord. I would have signed every NDA known, right? I just really had that conviction. I was like, I'm gonna move to LA. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna meet her and I'm gonna be her assistant. And I just want to work under her. I want to work in the business. Like, she didn't have the traditional college route of learning. She learned in the spaces and the places and however else she learned. And I was like, I can do that. I can do that. I'm like, that's where I want to be under a woman that has that power that she has and holds. And I want to eventually one day do whatever it is in my field, right? You couldn't have told me that I wasn't going to do that. You couldn't have. That I wasn't going to meet her. There's no way you could have told me that wasn't going to happen. But again, I chose not to. I think it's because it was the money in my bank account. I'm like, ooh, LA is expensive. I only have talked myself out of it. So we're seeing there's a pattern. Yes. Told you, I'm gonna keep it authentic, keep it real. There's clearly a pattern. And it's called fear, right? It's called not being bold, not being courageous enough. So yeah, those are the two highlights, the two main things that haunt me. I'm like, my life would be totally different by now. It just would have been completely different. And I know I would have worked my ass off for her. I just would have, the things that I don't know, that I still don't know, the things that I didn't know, like, I could have figured it out. YouTube was and still is my best friend. The one thing that is certain is that time is going to go on. That's certain. So yeah. So if you have ever felt that you've missed your mark, let me know in the comments. You can tell me what it was, or you can be like, yeah, I've been there, done that. This is how I corrected, or share whatever you want to share or not. But yeah, let me know if it resonates with you. My second thing is level of comfortability. So I was meditating. One of my mantras goes like this: the level of comfortability dictates your level of growth. The more uncomfortable you are, the more you can grow. Later on, I'll let you know where I got that from, because that's not me. And it's actually very powerful from the person who said it. It's one of them times that I'm expounding and I'm like, oh shit. As I look around, I'm noticing where I'm at, and I'm grateful I have manifested to the actual zip code. Didn't even know that. I manifested where I'm living right now, and also with my roommates. I manifested this, but even though this is what I want, I'm comfortable. And I'm like, okay. So I'm comfortable. My level of comfortability dictates my level of growth. This is as far as I can go in this stage. This is it. I'm comfortable. The level of comfortability dictates my level of growth. The more uncomfortable I am, the more I can grow. So I was like, oh shit. I'm definitely going to continue to evolve and grow. So that means something is about to become uncomfortable. What in my world is about to shake up? And I feel like in my job, that's really what it is. It's some things that's happening in my job right now that's like, that it could be it. I like change and growth. But I'm like, ooh, Lord, wait a minute. I don't know if y'all like that, but yeah. If that resonate with you, let me know in the comments. If you are experiencing some uncomfortability and you're like, oh, that's why, you're welcome. There you go. You know the old adage of growing pains? They never lie. You know, all them old school, those very, very old hymns. I'm from the South. The hymns and the little isms, the wisdoms, the gems and nuggets, they come from somewhere. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, the men and women that have lived, that have gone and that are still here, they've lived life and they know it comes from deep in their soul, honey, the crevices of their soul. They're like, gotta get this to you, young buck, so you'll know. So you'll know. So you won't be going through life hard, okay? So I appreciate that. But yes, growing pains. It is very painful, but you're gonna grow though. So I guess that's the trade-off. So that is it for today. Thank you for checking out my episode 1. as I grow, this channel grows, hopefully we all grow together. We in this together, okay? We are not alone. If anything, if anything you take out of these conversations, please know that we are in this together, okay? All right. Have a wonderful rest of the day, y'all.